Hello, and welcome back. I appreciate you joining me. eBay sales have been really crappy. And I think they're really crappy because of me. I was unable to list for a week in the hospital. I've been getting back on it. I did 40 listings yesterday. I did 20 today. So I am trying to do at least 20 a day, with the goal being 50 a day right now. I actually have over 300 in my draft, so I have plenty to do that with. And hopefully once I am regularly listing daily, my sales will come back up. But right now they are the worst I think they've been in like 3 years. And I really think it's because of me. I don't necessarily think it's the economy or anything. I am just not putting time into the algorithm. So I don't think the algorithm is rewarding me with customers. So we'll see in a week from now if that changes. Let me know how your sales have been. And if they're down, let me know if you've been listing. If you're listing regularly and they're down, I would like to know that as well. So I'm going to show you a sampling of items that have sold from eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari over the last week. These are going to be $20, I think up to like $70. We haven't really had a ton of high dollar sales, so I'm going to put those few in that were above that $50 mark. So this one's a good mix. There is Sir Dalton. He went to get his headphones because his phone was dying. Normally he watches from the back of the shed, but he has to plug in right behind me. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so we're going to take a look here, and this is, for me, this is sad. I know a lot of you would be happy with these numbers, but please remember, I have employees. It is not just me. So these numbers are nowhere near a sustainable amount to keep employees. So I've got to get this fixed if I want to have employees. So today, and I'm recording this late in the day, it's almost 6 at night. We've done $93.88. For the last week, we have done $1,097. For the month, we're at $74.65. I think this is the first time in well over a year I have been below that $10,000 mark, and our goal is $20,000 a month. So our performance right now, to me, is absolutely horrible, but it's not zero. However, again, it is definitely, this is not an amount that will sustain having employees. So for the last 90 days, we're now at 37,000. Our goal is 50 to 60,000 on that. And we're going to go ahead and take a look. We haven't had that many sales, a little bit over that $1,000 mark, but I'm going to show you some of the things that sold to make up that $1,000 right now. First up is this vintage aqua blue art glass fan vase. This is a L.E. Smith 1950s 8-inch vase. This one sold for full price of $39.99. It was just listed back in December. So this one was actually a pretty fast sale. It sold in just shy of 2 months. So I love fan bases. I've had very good luck with them. And this one, of course, is that gorgeous blue color. So keep an eye out for fan bases. That is something I typically pick up pretty much all of them. Next up is one that took about 6 months to sell. This is a really cool vintage hand-carved Zuni bear fetish. It is jasper, and then it has the little turquoise chip on top. This one also sold for full price in 6 months. I'm happy with that. This is a super small piece, and I love picking up fetish pieces. I've done very well with them. Some of them will be signed here on the bottom on either the feet or the belly. And if you can identify those artists, some of those pieces sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So definitely keep your eye out for the carved Zuni pieces and try and do some research. I just look for ones that are similar in size and the type of stone, and that's how I determine my price. Another 6-month sale. This is a vintage Fenton Emperor vase. Blue iridescent. I love any type of iridescent glass. It is one of my favorites. This one does have an Asian theme. You can see them there holding the umbrella. And this one sold for a best offer I sent out of $83.99. And yeah, here you can see that Fenton Emperor vase. This one was bought off of an online auction. I am about $20 into it. So it's about a $55 profit after fees. Next up is one that took a year to sell, and I'm okay with that. This is an authentic hand-painted extra large Native American dream catcher. I did put mandala, and this one was listed in January of last year, and it sold for a best offer I sent out of $50 and half price. But I was not able to find anything like this, so I priced it high. But I am okay with $50 because I only paid $10. And this one I did acquire from an online estate auction, and it is about a $35 profit. Next up is some fabric, and this took about 6 months to sell as well. So those 6 months I don't think are bad. This one sold for a best offer of $48, and it is 6 yards. I got this at the thrift store. I didn't pay much. So watch for fabric, and I will post a video up top for you that will show you some of the fabrics to keep an eye out for. This one was just cute, bright, colorful. It was a lot of fabric. I got it really cheap. It's a $40 profit, and it sold in 6 months. Next up is a Dolce & Gabbana Love Graffiti empty box. This one had the paper, the card, and this one they actually bought internationally. So the shipping cost more than the box, and it still sold internationally, which is absolutely a little bit crazy to me. I'm not going to lie, but it did. It did sell for half off though, because I have had these boxes over a year. So it sold for $20. I originally was $1 in a box. It's a $15 profit for me. I don't make profit on shipping. I don't do a handling fee or mark that up. So this one was a really neat box. Keep your eye out for any empty designer boxes, whether they are cute like this one, but you see this cute one took over a year to sell, and a lot of the plain ones sold really fast. So not always necessarily going to sell faster if it has a cuter print, but $15 profit and longer tail, but I made thousands of dollars on the boxes in the first 2 months I got them. So all of these that are left at this point, a year and a half later, are all profit. Next up are some FootJoys, and these sold really fast. So if I can find FootJoys for a good price, I do still pick them up. And sandals are great for the summer. So I picked these up at the thrift store for $5. They sold for a best offer of $25 in only 3 months. So they didn't take long to sell. Spring is coming. Summer is coming. These are a great size. They are size 12. You can see where we just marked black marker over the thrift store price there. And they are about a $18 profit. But again, they sold in just a few months. I wanted to pop in here and tell you guys about something that if you're just starting or you're looking to be a little more proficient in your reselling business, something that is kind of an invaluable tool, and that is my Reseller's Edge. It is a group that is put on by Kaylee Elaine and her assistant, Nikki, and also by Sean and Bethany, Trash Panda Thrift. They primarily do clothing, but the cool thing about this group is that they have tons of courses and modules that you can watch that will help you improve your processes, help you make more profits. They also have their BOLO lists, which are invaluable, telling you which clothing brands are good, what to look for, what styles. They have a Facebook group where you can post and get help pretty much 24/7. And it's just really an amazing, amazing tool to have mentoring and to be helped through the process of building up to that 6-figure business, which is where I'm at. I just don't have the time to do all this. I actually tried to do something similar to this, and I found I just didn't have the time to do it, unfortunately. But they have a great team over there. They do have the time. So there's courses you can watch. There's places you can post. They have, information that you can pull, such as the BOLO list. You can watch back the mentoring calls on any subjects that you are looking for. Plus, they've got the Facebook group. So really, really invaluable tool. I'm going to put the link down to my Reseller's Edge or I think it's just Reseller Edge. It's Reseller Edge University. Sorry. I'm horrible with that stuff. So I'm going to put the link to Reseller Edge University down in the comments, as well as a code to get a discount. Try it for a month. It is a paid service, but and if you've watched me for any amount of time, I'm a really big believer in paying for things that add value to my business, whether that be an app, whether that be a course. You can get all of this information free, but it takes so much time to gather it and put it into one place. Your time is valuable, and it is worth paying for it to be curated for you, in my opinion. So I'm going to pop that down in the comments and check it out. And I know a few of you have commented that you have joined it because I have mentioned it before. So definitely do it. Again, please let everybody know that's watching if you are a member of Reseller Edge University and how it's helped you. And yeah, let's get back to what sold. Up next, this is a pair of brass and mother of pearl candlesticks. I put candlestick twice, so that is my bad. You really do not want to use the same word twice in its title. It is just wasting valuable real estate, as I like to say. So these were made in India. They are vintage, and they sold for $34.99 full price, and they sold in about 2.5 months. And I picked these up for $5. They were in an online estate auction lot. So they are going to be about a $25 profit. Not too long to sell. I love picking up brass and mother of pearl. I have done well with. Keep your eye out for them because there are honestly some really, really valuable brass pieces if you check them out. Next up is this J. King DTR, which DTR is Desert Rose Trading, just in case you don't know. Mine finds onyx turquoise 2-in-1 necklace and bracelet set. We did put C. So this one sold for a best offer that I sent out of $34.99 because it had been listed between 6 months and a year. I paid $10 for this. So this one's about a $15 profit. So you can see here there was some kind of hazing to some of the onyx beads. So that is why we put to C. And I really expected this one to sell for more, and I expected it to sell faster. But honestly, even if you check your comps, you can have an idea of when things will sell, but that is never a guarantee. So just keep that in mind. Up next is a set of Duralex France Blue Swirl Glass. This is a set of 4, 2 salad bowls, 2 saucers. These sold for best offer that I sent out of $24 because they were listed for about 8 months. And these I picked up at the thrift store for $1 each. So I was $4 into them, making them about a $15 profit after the fees. And they took 8 months to sell. I would probably pick these up again. I'm a big, big fan of cobalt blue glass. So that's kind of one of my weaknesses, whether it's something that's overly valuable or not. And luckily, I do have the space to be able to accommodate if they take longer to sell. Well, this is Don Mock painting Granddad's graphics, red cardinal bird on a pink dogwood tree. And this one did sell for full price. It sold for $25.99, but it took over a year to sell. I only paid $1 for it, so it's actually about a $20 profit. And this is stuff I love picking up, like little local artist stuff. And took a long time to sell, but it's a little 8 by 10 and did not take up a lot of space. Next up, these are really, really cool, and I absolutely love picking up anything mushroom, and I think mushroom stuff sells. So this is a vintage Mary Mushroom needlepoint coaster set of 6, and these sold for full price, and they sold in about 6 months. So this is just a 6-month video for some reason. So here you can see they're just little yarn on the plastic canvas. I got these at the thrift store for $3, so these are about a $22 profit in 6 months. Next up is one that took almost a year to sell, and this one I got in an online estate auction in a linen lot. I am less than $1 in. It took, like I said, right, pretty close to a year for this one. It did sell for a best offer of $20, and it's not branded. I just put Bird Boho tea towel, and I paid $1. It sold for $20, so it's about a $15 profit. But this is an absolutely gorgeous piece. It's all embroidered, and I really thought it would sell for more. I'm trying to show you guys. Here you can see that embroidery. This was really an amazing piece. So again, like I said earlier, sometimes you really never know how long something will take to sell, and something you think is absolutely amazing may sit for almost a year, but it happens. And I'm just glad this one's finally going to a new home. Up next are some salt and pepper shakers, and these took right at 8 months to sell, and these did sell for full price. They sold for $27.99. I put the two pairs together because I do try to hit that $25 sales point. I'm only $2 into the two pairs of these. I bought a really big lot of salt and pepper shakers from an online estate auction. You can see the made in Japan, and the other one had Neiman, and the two of them sold for that $27.99, making them about a $20 profit in 8 months. Salt and pepper shakers are hit or miss. That's something you really want to research. And again, lotting them up could help them sell faster and keep your profit point a little bit higher versus selling one pair for, say, $10 to $15. Next up was a really fast sale. So this one sold in just over a month and a half. This is a vintage Rich Lou pearl and emerald colored rhinestone bracelet. This one sold for a best offer of $21. I only paid about $2 for this. So this one's about a $15 profit. Really, really pretty bracelet. I probably should have put this as the front picture. So always pay attention to your front picture because that's how your item presents. And this picture compared to this one definitely shows that emerald green off better. So I should have reordered them, but that is okay. So you can see this one is marked Rich Lou. Some Rich Lou pieces are worth more. This one sold fast, and I am happy with that $15 profit on a costume bracelet. Up next is another 6-month sale, and this one I'm super proud of. So these, when I just saw these in a lot, I really did not think they were going to be worth much. I did accept a best offer of $69.99. These are Louis Farad Bijou vintage geometric art deco lucite clip-on earrings. If you missed my lucite video on Sunday, I'm going to pop it up top. Lucite can be valuable. This pair of earrings that I paid $1 for sold for $69.99, making them about a $58 profit. They took 6 months, but they're small. They don't take up a ton of space. You can see here they were originally $125, but I got them in a lot for only $1, and they took 6 months, but amazing, amazing profit. Next up, we sold a pack of this Pokemon game card Evolving Skies Slowpoke blister pack. I sold them for a best offer of $30. I don't know what I'm in because my ex bought them. It looks like they were from 2021, so about 3 years ago. I would assume for less than 30, so we should have made a profit, but I do still have 6 left if anybody is a Pokemon fan and interested. All right, last up for eBay is the set of placemats. They took a year to sell. Again, a lot of those linens are going to be longer tail, and these definitely were. But I only paid $2. They did sell for full price of $20.99, so about a $14 profit. They're really cute with the little gardening gloves, the plants, the leaves, and it took a year, but they don't take up a ton of space. And the nice thing about cloth placemats is they're not going to break. So I, again, will continue to pick these up. And I want to, again, impress to you guys that if you don't have a lot of space, you need to try and pick up stuff that will sell faster. And that's something you do by checking the sell-through rate. The vintage linens are really hit or miss because most times you're not going to find that exact item. So you really have no way to know a true sell-through rate on those. All right, I have just got one Mercari sale to show you, and that is this really cool vintage large 13-inch stained glass tree with birds. This one sold for 32. I picked it up for 5 in an online estate auction. So this one is about a $23 profit. It did take about 6 months to sell. But I absolutely love picking up stained glass sun catchers. They typically, for me, will sell within the first 6 months, the majority of them. All right, I just have that one Mercari to show you, and now I'm going to show you 4 from Poshmark. So this is a DeSoto skin cooler cap sleeve cycling jersey. I love picking up cycling items. I do very well with them. I only paid $1 for this. The payout was $16, so it's a $15 profit. This one was new with the tags. So for me and my experience since I've started looking for the cycling jerseys, I tend to find at least 2 or 3 when I find one. And that's because I think, somebody that's a cycling enthusiast donated, and they typically have quite a few. So it's very rare I only find one cycling jersey at the thrift store, and definitely something to watch out for. This one does not have the pockets on the back, but a lot of the cycling jerseys, that's kind of a really good way to know it's a cycling jersey, is they do have pockets on the back of the shirt. Up next are some Barbie clothes. So this is a lot of 20. These are just mixed outfits. So what I did, I bought a lot of Barbie clothes. I pulled the outfits that were worth $15 plus each. The rest I just lotted up like this. These sold very fast for 29. Payout was 21. I'm going to say it's all profit because I made the money on those outfits that were worth more individually. So this is just kind of a leftover, threw them all together. Quick $29 sale and quick $21 profit. Next up, this is a second. I had 2 of these. This is a vintage 1970 Italian Chianti wine decanter. It does have an army sticker. Really, really cool. Sold for 42. Payout was 34. I paid 5 for this at the thrift store, so $29 profit. And this was really, really neat. I found 2 of these, and they're just really, really cool. I've never seen anything quite like it. And yeah, this one took a while. It took about 8 months to sell, but a good $29 profit. Last up for Poshmark is this live edge wood upper international cutting charcuterie board, 8x18. I did put wedding gift because this would make an amazing wedding gift. And this one still had the sticker on it. This one sold for 30. Payout was 24. So this one is quick $19 profit. Keep your eye out. Here you can see beautiful, beautiful charcuterie or cutting board. And this one did take about 8 months to sell though. All right, that was everything. I hope you enjoyed. I wanted to remind you guys about my paid channel memberships because this week is absolutely jam-packed full. Tomorrow night, we are doing eBay store reviews. So I'll take a look at your store. You don't have to have a store. I'll take a look at your eBay listings, tell you what I think would help improve your sales. And then Sunday night is live sourcing. And what I do for that is look in your area by your zip code on the online auction sites and tell you what I would buy. And then Monday is live shipping. So we've got 3 events in the next week. And those are events for all 3 levels of membership. It starts at $1.99 a month and goes up to $19.99. The $19.99 includes all of what I just said. So definitely check out the channel memberships. You can click join below any video and you'll see me telling you a little bit more about it. So I appreciate if you watch the whole time. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week so far. I hope the rest is good, and watch on Friday. I'm going to do morning jewelry, and I think it will really catch you off guard because there's some really, really big money that a lot of people don't expect. So watch out for that research video on Friday, and I'll see you on the next one.